In the biography of George Washington by by Ron Chernow, he highlights some leadership principles that I want to talk to you about that I think are important for us as agents. I think all real estate agents are community leaders. We help our communities grow and integrate, and just at least I feel and think that we're a big part of communities, and we should treat what we do as important, and we have a duty to show up better for those around us. So, with that, here are some leadership principles from George Washington in the book by Ron Chernow, Washington, A Life. It's a good book if you want to pick it up. If not, just go through these leadership points. This episode is brought to you by abrillianttribe.com. Number one, reluctant leadership. Washington often portrayed himself as a reluctant leader, accepting positions of power only when called upon, which enhanced his image as a selfless public servant. I think this piece for us as agents that are leaders in a community, sometimes helping from behind the scenes. This is what I consider a reluctant leader, right? Because you're doing it, you're not moving forward to the front of the line. You're doing things on the back end, and you're not asking to be recognized for it, right? And then people are like, oh my gosh, you do such a great job. What about this? What about that? Can you do more? And that's what ends up happening. So I want you to take a look at the reluctant leadership part and apply it to you and say, what can you do more for your community that's from behind the scenes, where you're not at the front, but people will notice because you do a great job. Number two, commitment to values. He believed in a strong central government to unify the nations and balance diverse interests, advocating for a robust federal system, which obviously then progressed and changed over the years. But what was important is the values. And I think here for you, I need your values to stand out and say, what are my values? They have to be written out. Like we have our values, we have iSpark. And I know that this is how we lead, right? We lead with kindness, resilience, and all of the other ones. But you need to write them down and be, what are those values that I stand for? So when I show up as a leader in public and in private, I'm showing up the same way. People can rely on me, right? I'm going to add that to the Google Doc here. What are the leadership principles you lead with, right? That's the question. Number three, adaptability. Washington demonstrated the ability to evolve not only politically, right, but throughout his life. And when you read this, transitioning from a loyal British subject to a revolutionary leader as circumstances changed. And I want you as a community leader to know that you should be adapting. You should be changing. You should be showing up differently. You should be taking on new roles and saying, who can I grow up to be, even if you're older, right? Just know that things are always changing and I need you to adapt. Number four, emphasis on unity. As leaders of our community, and this is what I want you to be, so I keep on repeating it. I need you to unify people. I need you to be the one that brings people together, right? Whether it's because of your principles or how you show up or what you do an amazing job. You bring people together. He prioritized national identity over regional interests, warning against political factions and foreign entanglements as his farewell address. I've never read his farewell address, but what you're looking at here is just a reminder that you need to bring people closer together, whatever that means, right? Whoever your audience is, right? Bring people closer together as opposed to pushing them apart for those people that you want to attract. Number five, moral integrity. Washington's personal integrity and ethical standards set a benchmark for leadership. It 100% did, right? And I'm reading this out of the Google Doc. If you need it, just message me. Fostering trust among his peers and the public. And I want you to do the same thing. And when people hear your name or see you, they know that you have this integrity and that you show up the same way. people can trust you. Number 6, visionary leadership. This one, I'll just read to you what he says, and then I'll transition to what I think you should be. Visionary leadership. He had clear vision for the nation's future, implementing policies that established foundational institutions and practices for the United States. For you, you've got to see where your community is going. What needs to happen? What needs to change? And if it's just simple, like how I'm showing up for my past clients, how I can show up better for those people that I'm serving, that's visionary in and of itself, because you're saying, this is how I'm going to show up because this is where I think real estate should be in the area that I serve, so I can stand out. Again, here I would challenge you to write those out. Who do you want to be? Re-envision your vision, right? I'm going to write this down. Write down your vision and see where you want to go. Where is that? Number 7, and the last one for today, empowerment of others. This is my favorite one. Washington delegated authority effectively, surrounding himself with capable advisors and fostering a collaborative environment. I think here is where you have to think for yourself and say, am I, as a community leader, as a real estate agent, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, am I collaborative enough? Am I bringing other agents close together so that we can work better together? We can share listings that are not on the market yet. We can collaborate to make this industry better. And also pivot into the consumer side. Right? Are you having events that bring people close together? Small events, small dinners, big events, whatever it is. But how you show up is what people remember you for. And so for me, I'm always looking, how can I empower others? Ask yourself that question. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow about leadership one more time. And I hope you have an awesome day.